Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Lawrence. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
All right, let's go.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Evans. Toward the end zone, but but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And his throw here's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Hooker to throw it. And that is incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. From midfield now, Lawrence. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
That's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Dazzle on 3rd and short. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Gold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gold. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
force a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Gold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Come on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Trap 60. Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Gold. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Andre Yoshibas. 27 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Evans will look to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. No, no.
Hand off to Spears. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, here's Spears. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and this will be scooped up by the defense. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Following the fumble recovery, Gold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Gold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Looking to throw. Gold. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Gold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Shrugs him off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Gold. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Get it. Warriors 70.
Here's Evans. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Gold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Evans. A final shot before break. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Round 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. And touchdown! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Shamrocks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Shamrocks 20, Browns 3. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a give right side. It's Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. A tackle by D'Angelo Malone.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game, but get... Defense, they've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Legero Sneed. And the Browns are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room. And most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half.
There he goes, left side. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
All right, let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
30 left.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to him on 1st down. Demario Davis there on the stop. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Black Ultra.
Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down and 8. And here's a give to Spears. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't.
He's got a man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terry McLaurin, 93 yards. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. 38 yards. And the Shamrocks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Viking 18. Ready, ready.
They'll run with Spears. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. And McLaurin, the motion man right. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Oh, what a juke into space. A solid stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
They'll motion McLaurin left. Now they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, kill! Kill!
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. That is caught. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Right open.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Find the open man. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Cleveland Browns. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Browns! Cortland Sutton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. John Johnson with the INT.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Set, ready. Real green.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hut, hut. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Set. Black shot. White blue. Set.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Blue. 6, 7. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to speed things up here.
Right,
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
At the 2-yard line.
Blaster, 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Red, yellow. Blue, yellow. Hey, red.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Shamrocks have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.